Hi, and welcome to Rubles Rambles here at the Maycomber Center. There, as you can see, our bird feeder is behind me, and the birds may return. I scared them away just a little bit. Okay, so this week in astronomy, I've got something for the person who is up around noon. So that should be pretty much everybody. So, because our orbit is not perfectly circular, the time of solar noon, when the sun reaches its highest point, and clock noon, when the clock reads noon, go in and out of sync, because the Earth moves. If you have an elliptical orbit, like the center of mass is here and the orbit's here, the object will move faster the closer it is to the center of mass, kind of like this. Okay, my hand is not the best orbit shower, but you get the idea. It moves faster the closer it is to the thing. So Earth's orbit is only slightly elliptical. Its closest point to the sun is actually in January. But so it moves a little faster, making it have to rotate. Like if you think about it, if you're standing here, if it didn't move, you would have to rotate one rotation to get back with the sun overhead to overhead. But if as it's rotating you move a lot, then it has to rotate like more than once before the sun's overhead, because the sun, if the Earth is down here, the sun's overhead when you're pointing this way, and when you're pointing this way when the Earth is over here. So you have to rotate around and then around some more until you're pointing here. This is an extreme example. It's much less. But basically the sidereal day, or the amount of time that the Earth rotates relative to stuff that doesn't move, like the background stars, is a sidereal day, and it gets a little bit longer when the Earth is closer to the sun, and a little it's longer when it's closer to the sun and shorter when it's farther from the sun. Also, daylight savings time complicates things, but from now until the 20th, which is a week from Saturday, the sun, solar noon, will be at the same time as clock noon. So the sun will be at its highest point at noon. So if you want to just at noon, go outside, the sun will be at its highest point for the day, which also happens to be marking south. Because the way circles work, the rotational poles, the north and the south, if you drew a line between them, going up through the zenith and down, whenever that thing is called the meridian, the line going from north to south, when something crosses the meridian, that's when it peaks. Because if you think about it, if you draw a circle on the sky where an object goes in 24 hours, the highest point will be right on the north-south line. So that's also a good way to find the south. But yeah, it's pretty easy to check out. All you have to do is find the sun, which is pretty easy, and just go out at noon. So yeah, check it out. Also, one more thing. It's not too late to see all 5 visible planets at once at dawn. Check out my ramble about that a few weeks ago if you want to see that. But pretty soon it will be too late. So like today, tomorrow, you've got to do it pretty soon, next clear night, or else Mercury, which goes around the sun once every 88 days, is quickly transitioning from the morning to the evening sky. And so if you don't catch it soon, it'll be gone. Make sure you have a clear southeast horizon. Yeah, southeast. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, or you have trouble finding stuff like the planets or anything, ask me. And clear skies.